You're listening to the One Man Show Network. Welcome to the MMA Fight Picks Podcast with your host, Aaron Weinbaum.
Hey kids, and welcome to the MMA Fight Picks Podcast. I am your host, Aaron Weinbaum, and no fights going on here these last few weeks, or last week or two, but I missed you guys. It's a new year, and I am ready to pick some fights for 2019. Yes, thank you. All right, I had to try out my new sound effects board. The people at Backpack Studios were so nice to generously let me try their Backpack Studio app, which is cool. It's a nice little podcasting, I don't know what to call it. I guess you want to podcast on the road. It's just a nice little recording device that has some filters and whatnot. I am actually on the road. This is Missouri. It is snowpocalypse here. And here's the thing. So I was going to record this yesterday. I get a call from my wife at work, pick up the kids. They're getting out of school early, whatever. A snow day in Missouri is ridiculous. Nobody can drive. Nobody can do anything. So I'm like, all right, sure. I'll pick up the kids. I'll be home by 1, whatever. And I guess I can record at home. I can work from the house. Boy, was I mistaken. I have a 1,000 square foot recording area at the house, and couldn't get to it. By the time I did get upstairs, my wife was upstairs in 2 minutes because the kids were into something. It's a snow day, 5 boys, all at home. So, alas, I had to sneak to my office with this nice little mobile setup today to record because I took my oldest son into work. So, anyway, yeah, enough of that. If you're on the Periscope, feel free to jump on in and discuss these fights we are about to pick. And if you're on the YouTube, please hit subscribe. So first up, we are just previewing some 2019 cards, and if I don't get all of them, I am sorry. What's up, Craig? I'm getting ready to go over some fights for 2019 here. I'm not making any official picks, but feel free to chime in whenever you want. So first up, coming up, it is 2019, January 19th. We have Henry Cejudo, TJ Dillashaw for the flyweight strap. This could be the end of the flyweight division as we know it. Word is with this fight that Henry Cejudo wanted this 135 pounds. He made all these kinds of demands, and he's like, nope, we'll do it at your current contract, 125 pounds. TJ will come down. This is a super fight. Although I'm not going to pick this fight, people say that TJ's looking a little gaunt here with a few weeks to go, or rather 1 week to go, trying to make 125. So that weight cut could make the difference. And, of course, on this same card, we have Greg Hardy making his debut, and another fight to watch, Yancy Medeiros, Gregor Gillespie. Gillespie's a stud. We'll see. And, of course, we have the alternate Ortiz versus Benavidez. Joseph Benavidez is the alternate should Cejudo or TJ not be able to make the walk. Rachel Ostovich against Paige Van Zandt. And Glover Teixeira making his return as well. Oh, and on the top of the prelims, this one's getting a little overworked. Donald Cerrone turns at lightweight to take on Alexander Hernandez, which is – this Hernandez kid is something to watch, and yeah, we'll see what happens on that deal. I like him. And Bilal Muhammad making his return too. So definitely get into that a little more in detail next week. But in the Bellator, January 26th, we got Fader versus Bader. So a little wordplay there, I guess. Man, that's going to be tough as well. We'll see what happens. I love Chael. I think it was just a little too strong for Chael. I mean, Chael's coming off from middleweight, really. I think that's his natural weight, and obviously I don't think he wants to make that cut down again. Now he's calling out Tito Ortiz. We'll see. We'll see if he can handle the wrestling and the punching power of Ryan, or is he going to be too quick for Ryan? We'll see. That's great. Heron Pico versus Henry Corrales, another great fight. Not really a whole lot of fighters I know on that card. And then UFC 234, man, Whitaker versus Gastelum. These guys are both former welterweights. Although Gastelum has fought more at middleweight than welterweight because of the missed weight. We'll see. Israel Adesanya versus Anderson Silva. Wow. This one's gonna be a barn burner. I'm really looking forward to it. And moving on to Bellator 216. Mitrione versus Kharitonov. Well, here's the deal. I'm not making a pick, but if Sergey can wrestle, then Mitrione's done. Francis Ngannou versus Cain Velasquez. Ooh, on big ESPN. All right, first of all, someone explain to me the whole ESPN Plus thing because I still have Fight Pass. So are you telling me I need to pay $10 more a month now to not only get the ESPN cards but the UFC Fight Pass prelims? I don't know if I can pull that trigger, man. So I don't know, but I got to watch these fights, so I guess I'm going to figure it out. But I don't like having to have two streaming services where I only needed one before. And don't get me wrong, ESPN Plus would yield me Ariel and the Bad Guy and a few other things. Coffee break there. But I don't want to have two services. So let me know what you think on that. But Francis Ngannou, Cain Velasquez. Will Cain make the walk? That's always the big question. I think he's been on record as to say he'd be an honor to pull out of an ESPN event. I'm just kidding. He never said that. Paul Felder, James Vick. Finally, we're getting that fight. Oh, Cynthia Calvillo versus Courtney Casey. Andre Touchy-Feely, Miles Jury. Brian Barberina against Luque. Oh, man. But let's go all the way down to the header of the prelims. It should be on the main card. Ooh, Hot Sauce Holtzman, Nick Lentz. This should be on the main card, but at least it's a strong fight taking us out of the prelims. Someone falls off the right in the pay-per-view. Aljamain Sterling, the Funk Master, taking on Jimmy Rivera. And you can see Jimmy Rivera interacting with the Iaquinta Realty account. Most recently, I said the Backpack got this. Man, and I'm not making an official pick. I said I wouldn't, but I think the Backpack got this. I'm just saying. Bellator 217. We'll see if this one finally takes place. MVP, Michael Venom Page versus Paul Daly. Crow Cop versus Roy Nelson, a rematch. And, yeah, should be a good card. No picks on that. We'll see if, Crow Cop and obviously Roy Nelson are both on the decline. And Michael Venom Page, Paul Daly, certainly not going to be a wrestling match. We'll see who has the sharper striking. All right, February 23rd, UFC Fight Night. Blachowicz versus Santos. Jan Blachowicz versus Thiago Santos. Man, is he a monster since coming up from middleweight. I picked against him his last fight. I wish I wouldn't have. And all you Periscopers, feel free to say hello. It's fine. Oh, I have 4 comments that I missed. How is that? Woot. I'm sorry. Have to take Dillashaw. Craig says Dillashaw and don't think that weight will be an issue. All right. He says the training lab knows what to do. Craig Allen. Awesome. And Eric asks, how do you think that Dana's going to have snow in his front yard? He's got to make that money, Eric. You're right, buddy. You are right. Sorry if I missed those comments. That's crazy. Usually they pop up. They did not this time. Moving on to it. Woo. Yeah, so Santos, Blachowicz. Santos has been a monster. We'll see what happens. Stefan Struve coming back. Interesting. Now, as I move on here, these cards are going to get a little lighter because there's not a lot added to them yet. Oh, UFC 235. Listen, this fight's not on here yet, but I am aware it is coming, I believe. Anthony Lionheart Smith trying to challenge for the 205-pound strap. Who do you guys have? Craig, Eric, what do you got? Man, this is tough because, Anthony Smith not quite as strong, I don't think, at 205 as Thiago Santos. But, he's been winning fights, and he's looking good doing it. I thought, gosh, who was his last fight? I can't remember. I'm sorry, but, it was a win, but it was an ugly win. And then you got the welterweight championship. I was hoping it would be not Marty from Nebraska, who is fighting Tyron Woodley, but You got Colby Covington, who is the weirdest interim thing ever. I guess he's still the interim champion. I guess he got stripped of being the interim welterweight champ, whatever. I want to see that fight. But T. Wood versus Kamaru Usman doesn't hurt my feelings. It doesn't hurt my feelings. It's going to be a good one. Usman's a big, strong guy. Wrestles. But, you got Tyron Woodley. I think he's the more developed of the fighters. So, he's got the striking, he's got the takedown, he's got the takedown defense. But I don't know, man. This is crazy. So Marty from Nebraska, T. Wood, and then you got Robbie Lawler, Ben Askren. Man, I just hope this fight happens. I've been waiting a long time to see Ben in the UFC. This would be interesting what he can do. Robbie Lawler doesn't get the credit he deserves. Man, couldn't think of a better challenge for him. A striker versus a wrestler, but Robbie's no slouch, man. So we'll see what happens. Zabit, I can't say it. Against Jeremy Stevens. Yeah, that's gonna be good too. Jeremy's gonna bounce back hopefully from that Jose Aldo fight. Oh, this one was a surprise to me. Dos Santos versus Lewis. Derek Lewis, Jr. Dos Santos. Striking match for sure. I think Dos Santos is obviously a little more well-rounded. We'll see what happens, man. But Derek can fake you out and knock you out in the last second of the fight. So we'll see. Drew Dober, Benny Dariush. Ooh, good. Ben Rothwell coming back. Interesting. Kunitskaya, Marion Renault. Awesome. UFC London. Ferreira versus Breeze. Not a whole lot going on here. Uzdemir, that was the fighter. Reyes. Uzdemir. Reyes is another underrated guy. I see him getting a title shot if a dominant win over Uzdemir. 205 is getting a little thin here. Yeah, Dominic Reyes. That's exciting. All right. Interesting. Okay, last fight. Asensio versus Moraes 2. Probably this puts either guy on the short list to fight 135-pound champ. I guess it would probably be, it would still be TJ Dillashaw for sure. Moraes looks like a monster. Asensio looks like a monster. TJ got that win back against him, but we'll see what happens. Good fight. And Jose Aldo on the co-main, I think he chose that. Again, Mociano, Damian Maia coming back against Lyman Good. Golly, love Damian Maia, but he's had some issues, man. And I think he's just getting a little older, but love that guy. Interesting. Another Hernandez. I don't believe that's Alexander Hernandez getting booked already. Max Payne Griffin on the card against Thiago Alves. What? Ooh, we'll see. Junior Albini. It's another Nurmagomedov. Oh, wow. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. We'll see if any more UFC events get canceled. Hopefully not. Thanks again to Backpack Studios for letting me try out their app. And before I sign off Periscope, if there's anyone's got anything to say on the way out, but it looks like they don't. So I'm going to go ahead and probably end this. So MMA Fight Picks coming next week. How am I forgetting this card already? Oh, I'm such a knucklehead. I am a knucklehead. Let's see. What is the card for? I got to look this up now. UFC. All right, let's see what's going on here. Oh, thank you for the hearts. Dang, I'm losing my mind already. Help me out. Oh, gosh, dang it. All right, well, I can't believe I forgot. See, this is what happens when you broadcast live. You forget things, and I can't find it in my notes, but now I remember what's going on. It's TJ versus Henry. Awesome. I will make the full fight picks for that. I won't forget a fight. Yeah. Oh, did I just get another comment? Oh, well. Anyway, until next time, this is Aaron Weinbaum saying shalom.
Please remember to support the podcast by visiting the affiliate links on AaronSaysWhat.com.
Are you looking for a permanent home for your podcast? Well, Spreaker can do it all. Spreaker will give you your own RSS feed that you can submit to other platforms, including iTunes. Spreaker's mobile app will let you record from your smartphone, or you can use their web-based console with everything you need to record. Their podcasting plans include being able to host multiple shows at no extra charge. Got a YouTube channel? Spreaker's got you covered. You can effortlessly upload your podcast audio to your channel. You can even move your current podcast to Spreaker without losing any of your iTunes subscribers. Try any plan 30 days for free using promo code ASW.